You know, I would love to be that person that doesn't complain about the weather every time they do a beauty YouTube video, but I am that person. Today I thought it would be fun to kind of shop my stash, revisit some spring beauty loves from years past, as well as show you some newer stuff that I'm currently into. I already did my skincare. So I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of a hydrating makeup primer, a Luminous Silk hydrating primer, but literally just a little bit. Considering it was 1 degree Celsius this morning. I have a lemon tree, and you know, usually in the warmer months we keep it outside. It looks beautiful, but I just have to keep bringing it in every other night. Just when I think it's over, it's not going to be cold anymore, it's safe to have the lemon tree outside for the season, I get one of those weather alerts. 2020, the lemon tree gave up. We had 0 lemons, but I'm hopeful. I've got like 4 prospective lemons this year, and when life gives you lemons, I will be making lemonade. For the base, I am so tempted to buy that Fenty skin tint, the Ease Drop. It's definitely on my radar, but I still have a bit of the Chanel Le Beige water tint, and I really love the combination with the Pat McGrath foundation. This was one of my go-to combinations over the last couple of years, and I have yet to wear this combination this year, so I thought it would be a fun opportunity to revisit. So I just do 2 pumps of the Pat McGrath foundation. This is in the shade Light Medium 10, and then I'm going to do 1 pump of the Chanel water tint in the shade Medium. It's one of the few sheer skin tint types of products that actually wears well on my combination oily skin. Usually anytime I try a skin tint tinted moisturizer, it wears terribly on my skin, but this actually wears beautifully throughout the day. Let me know if you have both, and if you love the Chanel water tint and you have the Fenty, let me know how you feel. So when I do this concoction, I just kind of mix it all up in the palm of my hand, and then I like to spread it out on my face with my fingers first. I find that the water tint makes the Pat McGrath foundation wear really nicely on my skin, and it just looks really fresh. Glad I got to revisit this combination today because I finally used up my Lancome Tante Doll, one of my go-to foundations from this past year. I've gone through quite a few bottles of it, but it's gonna be nice to take a break from it because I had been wearing it so often. I feel like I've been neglecting my other bases. I'm going to take my Pat McGrath concealer. Then under my eyes, I'm going to do a little combination. I've been really into this combination lately. So first I start with my Sisley corrector, just to kind of neutralize some of those greenish tones. I'm going to take a little bit of the Clarins Everlasting concealer. This is more brightening. I have it in the shade Light Medium 02, so it's the second lightest shade, and this has a very subtle pinkish undertone. This is a very potent concealer. I just want to brighten that inner corner, which is where I tend to have the most darkness. And then I'm going to do some baking, which I've been kind of into ever since I did that one Desi Perkins makeup routine video. It kind of brightens things up a little bit, but I'm only really doing it in my T-zone where I need the extra help. So I'm gonna let the powder chill out on my face for a bit, and I'm gonna go on to eyebrows. Funny enough, doing my eyebrows has become probably my favorite step. I think now that I've discovered products that I really, really love, I actually look forward to doing my eyebrows. So I'm just gonna go in with my Anastasia Brow Freeze, and then I just use the lid like a little palette to brush my brow hairs into place. So I just did a little bit of dark brown eyeshadow to give myself some volume through the brows, and then I used the NYX brow pen. And before I forget, I'm going to just do a little bit of lip balm because my lips have been quite dry. It's called the Hangover Pillow Balm Lip Treatment. Pat McGrath under eye powder. So I'm just taking this little Bobbi Brown powder brush and brushing away any excess powder. I didn't really put too much powder in this area, so I'll be using my little bronzer contour concoction. Tom Ford shade Illuminate with a little bit of Clarins SOS Primer 06. I don't know if these are back yet. Usually Clarins brings these out every summer, and it's honestly such a great, easy bronzing formula. It's like a liquid. I mean, they market it as a primer, but it's like a bronzer for me. I just apply it. I wouldn't apply it all over my face. I just like to apply it where I apply bronzer. For my cheeks, I'm going to use this Armani Neo Nude blush. This is such an easy blush formula. If you're somebody that's usually very conservative with the amount of blush that you use, you don't want a ton of pigment on your cheeks, you're kind of afraid to dabble into the world of cream blush, this is such a great place to start. It's a liquid blush and it's so easy to blend. It's very, very sheer. It's very user-friendly. I always like to use the palm of my hand as like a little palette. This is shade 51, but they have a few other shades. So I just apply it on the palm of my hand first, and then I take my little e.l.f. stipple brush and then just very, very gently stipple it on. You can apply this straight up to your face from the applicator. It blends out really, really easily. But if I'm wearing more makeup on my face, I like the extra control that I get with the brush. If you don't usually wear a lot of foundation, if you're more like an on-the-go, a little bit of concealer type of girl, you can just slap this on, just dot it on your cheeks and then use your fingers to blend it out, and it's gonna look really pretty. It just has the most natural finish. It's not matte, it's not shimmery, it's not too satin. It just has the most natural, slightly dewy finish. I find it really, really flattering, and I love it this time of year. This is an old love. Let me know if you still have it in your collection. I'm pretty sure it's discontinued forever. But Burberry Pale Barley eyeshadow, one of my favorites. Another forgotten love, the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. I'm going to just take the warm taupe shade from the palette, and I'm going to use that as like a little all over the lid contour shade almost. I have not been interested in any Anastasia eyeshadow products, to be honest. Like the Brow Freeze was the first Anastasia makeup product in a long time that got me kind of excited. I'm going to take a little bit of the same color and use it. It's such a good color. This actually is very similar to Brunatre by Surratt. It's just a little more pigmented. Let's go in with the Burberry eyeshadow. I'm just going to take this little flat MAC brush and just packing it on. This is such a good color. I wonder if there are any dupes for it. There's gotta be dupes for it now. I mean, I feel like the makeup world has expanded so much in the last few years. At the time, this was a very revolutionary color. It's almost like a shimmery mushroom. I'm going to do a tiny little bit of brown eyeliner. This is Marc Jacobs Brownie. And I'm just getting as close as possible to the lash line. And I'm just using this smudger brush. This is an old Laura Mercier smudge brush. And I'm just using it to wing out that eyeliner just ever so slightly, like barely. Marc Jacobs Velvet, what is this called? Velvet Mascara? Velvet Primer. And then I'm using Sisley So Stretch Mascara. Honorable mention in terms of eyeshadow products. This has been an eyeshadow that I've also been using a lot, and I feel bad because the Burberry eyeshadow product is discontinued. This is not discontinued, but it's currently sold out, and I'm not sure when the restock will happen, but the Auric Defiance cream eyeshadow has been on heavy rotation for me too. It gives the same kind of vibe as what I'm wearing today. It's got a little bit more depth to it, but still such a beautiful, beautiful product. And it also comes with this little glittery top coat if you want a little bit of extra bling. I just encourage you to rummage through your makeup drawer and pick out some favorite eyeshadows from springs past and put them on and see how you feel. I'm gonna do a little bit of MAC Stripdown lip liner. All right, so lip liner is on. I wanted to revisit this special little thing. This is Go Lightly from Lisa Eldridge, and I'm pretty sure she's bringing this back next week. I know on May 15th is the rumored release date of her spring makeup, and usually the Luxuriously Lucent lipstick formula is one of the lipstick formulas she brings out for spring summer. The gloss version of this will be coming back. I don't reach for it as much as I thought I would. When I initially bought it, I was like, oh my god, this is it. This is gonna be my summer go-to lip. I love those clips of Breakfast at Tiffany's with Audrey Hepburn. This particular color leans a lot more pink, and it's that like yellow undertone pink that I just don't really love on myself. So I have to be really careful with what I pair it with in order to kind of tone down the pink. So a gentle application is the way that I can wear this color. I can't just slap it on all day long as I initially thought I would be able to. So here it is swatched. It just, yeah, it pulls really, really pink on me. On some people, it pulls more orangey coral, which is what I really, really love. So if you missed out on this, you will have an opportunity to try it again. I do think it's really pretty, but it just hasn't been a favorite of mine as much as I thought it would be. Mixed with the right lip liner, I can get it to work. I can get it to look good. This, on the other hand, L'Oreal Luminous Coral. This is my second tube. So good. Very comparable with the Lisa Eldridge Luxuriously Lucent lip formula in the sense that it gives a really nice buildable pigment with a nice subtle sheen, but it's less pink, which is what I really love. As you can see, it's the difference is subtle, but the Go Lightly has a more pronounced warm pink undertone, whereas Luminous Coral by L'Oreal has a hint more of like orange to it. I guess the L'Oreal color is a bit more glossy too. I just love it. And if you like these types of colors, if you're into like the peachy corals for spring, summer, you really can't go wrong with this. The formula is so comfortable. It honestly feels and performs like a really high-end lipstick. And the scent is nice too. It's just like a very faint, kind of like sweet, fruity type of scent. It's not really offensive at all. I love it. Another incredible formula for spring, summer. A bit more pastel. This is color number 74, actually. This is color number 7, and this was the Rouge Volupte Shine with the plumping effect in it. I don't know if they still make these, but in case you have it, you want to bust it out. This is a bit more sheer. This is almost like a plumping lip balm, but another gorgeous, gorgeous lip formula. This is the type of thing that you could just throw in your bag, slap on all day long. You don't have to worry about precision or anything like that. It's always just going to beautifully enhance the look of your lips. Then we have Surratt Gamine. This is one of my all-time favorite lip colors, no matter the season. This is a bit more, has a bit more of like a rosewood vibe to it, but it has some peachy coral DNA in it. And this formula is gorgeous, very much in line with the L'Oreal formula and the Lisa Eldridge Luxuriously Lucent formula. Just overall super, super comfortable to wear. And then last but not least, a recent favorite is Chantecaille Beach Rose. Can I just say I love this slim lipstick packaging. It's a bit less pigmented than the Surratt, but still has this beautiful glossy shine to it. It's actually the closest to, it's kind of like in between the YSL Rouge Volupte Shine and the Rouge Volupte Plump and Shine. But this is the color here, Beach Rose. So good, right? So right here we have Chantecaille Beach Rose, Surratt Gamine, Lisa Eldridge Go Lightly, L'Oreal Luminous Coral, YSL Rouge Volupte Shine 74, YSL Rouge Volupte Plump and Shine Balm something something. Pretty sure it's discontinued. Number 7. Love these. But honestly, if all of them disappeared, this and this would be what I would repurchase first. L'Oreal Luminous Coral and Surratt Gamine. But don't make me choose. Don't make me choose, even though I just chose. I'm going to do just a tiny little bit of clear gloss. I have not used this lip gloss very often, and I think it's because it kind of gives me MAC lip gloss vibes, that it's kind of sticky. It's nice to have a good clear gloss on rotation. This is the Glossier gloss. I think it only comes in a clear color. Speaking of Glossier, I am so underwhelmed by what they're doing. Maybe I've just outgrown it. I'm certainly not their target market, but are you still into Glossier? Because I'm kind of over it, to be honest. Here's my finished look with some new and old spring beauty favorites. Definitely need to keep this base combination back on rotation because I love it so much. Definitely let me know what makeup you're loving right now. Are there any new launches on your radar? I think I'm going to do another anti-haul video for this month because it just definitely, the anti-hauling goes hand in hand with my feelings about a lot of recent makeup releases. Although there's some stuff that's actually exciting me, but then when I just shop my stash, I end up kind of satisfying that craving. I guess my one question to you would be, if you only had to pick one lipstick, let's ignore the fact that we're in a pandemic, okay? Let's just pretend coronavirus is not here. If you only had to choose one lipstick to get you through spring summer 2021, what would it be and why? Let me know your favorite in the comment section below. Can't wait to hear your thoughts. We'll catch up in the comment section below. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.